Hello, friends. I'm Mark, Mr. Mark, Mark Burrows. I'm the Director of Children's Ministries here. And I have this, whenever I get ready to do a children's moment, I have a saying that I tell myself, use smaller words and bigger props. So here we go. I'm sorry, thank you. I'm not sorry, please, thank you. I should probably elaborate on that just a little bit. First of all, I'm sorry. See if this resonates with you in any way, okay? You're an adult and you have adult conversations and you go out to nice adult meals with your nice adult friends, and then you have kids. And then you talk to the kids, you talk through the kids, and then when you go out on a date and you're not with your kids, what do? You spend all your time talking about the kids. That's what being a children's minister is pretty much all the time. So I'm also sorry to my wife who's in the other room, but anyway. So I'm sorry for that. If I come across as sounding like I'm talking to you like your children, I'm a children's minister, so I mean that as a compliment. Thank you for the ways that you support the children. And I'm not just talking about financial. I mean creating an environment where children feel welcomed, appreciated, invited, and loved. When I was growing up in a church, this was the face I saw most of the time. And the word I heard the most often in church was, shh. And I didn't get much out of that. And as you can imagine, I was in no hurry to go back. But I love that we're creating an environment here where children feel like this is their church. And I love seeing kids here. And I love this service. And I love the multi-sensory aspect of this service. I think that just reaches us on a deep level. And so I really appreciate it. I love the band. Oh, my gosh, what a band. So thank you for that. Thank you for your support that allows us to do things like Vacation Bible School. We have our assemblies for VBS right here in this very room. And we had 462 children at VBS last year. And you don't buy your way into 462 kids. You have to love your way to that, to where this place becomes a place where kids can feel accepted and loved for who they are, and this is a place where they belong. I'm not sorry. Here's the thing I'm not sorry for. I grew up in the age of the televangelists, and, they get you all riled up and tell you about this, that, and the other, and then what do they always ask you for? Money. Right. So here, at churches like First Methodist or a lot of mainline tonight, we have to say things like our stewardship emphasis and your contributions and your gifts. And if I'm talking to kids, they have no idea what a stewardship emphasis is. I'd say money. And I think we've let people hijack a perfectly normal word. Money is not the root of all evil when it's in the hands of good people. So I'm just going to go, money, 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 money. There, if we desensitize the word at least a little bit, and some of you are cringing a little bit, but let's desensitize that word, and let's have it be a word that we can use, because we're not all flying around in planes. Well, maybe Brad is, but the rest of us, because he's got gigs to go to. He's a rock star. So please, here's the please part, please consider what you can give. As I always tell people, to give all that you can, but give only what you can. And that makes, I should have another I'm sorry. I suppose I should probably, the people on the stewardship committee would love for me to come tell some, gut-wrenching, heartwarming story to get you to open up your pocket. And that feels a little, I don't know, that doesn't feel quite authentic. But let's just put it in concrete terms. When you go from having 200 kids in VBS to 462 kids in VBS, you're going to need more glue sticks.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Right? Good? And just a very quick story. I was lucky enough last night to be at a wedding for a girl who grew up in this church. And as I'm watching her walk down the aisle, there's Frankie Young, who's an institution, getting her train all ready. And then the former children's minister, my great predecessor, Cynthia McElrath, is dotting the tears away because that was her children's minister. And I'm up there doing the solos because I was her youth choir director. And there's Mike Marshall with the same grin he's had for 18 years, just kind of grinning her down the aisle because that's her minister. And we all invested, not in some future, we invested in her as a person then. And that's one of those phrases I hate. Children are our future. They're now. If we don't minister to them now and take care of them now, we're not going to have a future, right? So all of us in our way ministered to her then as who she was, and she wouldn't think of being anywhere else for her wedding. She didn't just drive out, oh, that's a pretty building. I thought we'd get married there. That was where the highest concentration of love that she could feel was. with all those people. So please consider giving what you can. And I get that. And what was the last one I was going to say? I got to consult my notes. Thank you.